Greetings, Game Timers! Welcome to another episode of Game Time with Kyle. Got some great gameplay for you today, and a classic game, Captain America and the Avengers for the Super NES, as you can see. We'll be putting that in, and we'll kind of play through a stage or two just to show off some gameplay. And I'm doing this mainly for two reasons. Last year, of course, the Avengers movie came out and was a huge hit, loved by many, even non-superhero fans. So we're doing it for that reason, to kind of show off there are some good Avenger games out there, even long before the movie came out. As well as to reminisce, this game really got me into Iron Man, playing it in the arcade back in the day. This actually was an arcade game. You can go to the arcade and play. And I was super excited when I seen this for the Super Nintendo, and had to get it. Of course, my Iron Man fandom did spawn quite a nice little collection of comics and memorabilia and action figures. So, and it all is thanks to this game. So we'll be playing through next just some random gameplay footage, because why not? And we'll be doing it next on Game Time. So everybody, stay tuned and comment on what your favorite Marvel superhero is. And I usually mention this at the ending of the video, but subscribe if you like. Don't really necessarily care too much, but we are going to be doing some contests and some prize giveaways in the near future, and that's going to be available to our subscribers of Game Time, as well as a link in the description to our Facebook page. We're trying to be a little bit more active and get a nice little gaming community on that. So, alright, enough promotion. Let's play the game right now. Alright, are you ready for some nostalgia right here? Super Nintendo at its finest, side-scroller beat-em-up with the Avengers. There's our couple characters we can choose. We get to choose between Captain America, Iron Man, Hawkeye, if you remember him from the movie, and the Vision, which is an android character. He's the guy in white. So we'll do one player here. We, of course, will be Iron Man. A little bit of a story to it, but here we go. Yep. Here we go. Cheesy at its finest. But, like I said, this was the game that did get me hooked on Iron Man very hardcore. This game in the arcades, I should say. So, great nostalgia here. It's definitely a side-scroller beat-em-up. And basically we can jump. We can get hit by enemies. And a couple of the characters have some projectiles. When we're up next to them, we can actually throw enemies, like so. We can punch, jump, shoot, and that's it. This is a game definitely a lot like Double Dragon, and one of my favorite Sega games by far, Streets of Rage. I love those games. So this is kind of along the same line. This is also Golden Axe was another good side-scroller beat-em-up. River City Ransom for the NES. I could probably go on with a couple of them. The only problem I have with this game, and you've probably seen it by now, is how cheap some of the enemies can be. It's kind of difficult at times. Here's a mid-boss battle, Whirlwind. We'll be facing him a little bit later. Now I know the guy with the the brown skin suit and the purple mask, his name is Claw, actually. Can control sound. I'm not sure the other guy is actually Living Laser. He is Iron Man villain. Kinda can shoot he's intertwined with some lasers and can kind of shoot them out of his body there. Alright, so we're going to be kind of showing off a couple of different characters here. Captain America will be next. And you can see he's good for up-close combat. He can toss the shield as well. Excellent jumper, pretty quick character. Overall, probably the best for beginners and whatnot. He's just a good, fast, strong character. You think that shield would provide for some defense, but it definitely doesn't. Boy, the game's really cheap at times. Alright, Living Laser's the only one left. There we go. Great side-scroller beat. Cap doesn't have much life left, so we're going to choose Hawkeye next. Kind of show off how he works. Shoot some arrows with Hawkeye. All the characters have the same voiceover, so all the no's, like so, all are the same, no matter which character you play as. Kind of funny. So the question remains, is this a good game? For nostalgia reasons, I'm willing to say yes, but playing through it right here, right now, it's definitely not as great as we remember it. Especially in the arcade. I really liked this game in the arcade. It's a lot easier when you're playing it with a friend. Of course, on the Super Nintendo, you can play with two players. So maybe you can have Cap and Iron Man teaming up, and it's a little bit easier with playing with a friend. So I believe we also seen a Sega Genesis version of this game. Don't quote me on that. And I do know there was a NES version as well. A little bit harder to find, and definitely not as good. Alright, let's take care of Whirlwind here. I'm sure we'll be hit many times, but we'll kind of actually play it a little bit more smart this time. Oh, nice. I guess the best way to describe this game is just annoying. Have to get up and move right away after you're hit. Alright, that takes care of Whirlwind, and that... Very nice. And that is basically Captain America and the Avengers on the Super NES. Like I said, I'm fairly certain we've seen this on the Sega Genesis, fairly certain. And I do know that there was some sort of ports for the NES as well, the original Nintendo. So good luck tracking those down. Game itself not necessarily rare or anything, but a little bit trickier to find. We'll just show off Vision here real quick. He's kind of the last player we didn't play as. Wow. And he can shoot a laser beam as well. Pretty powerful. It's slow, but powerful. So each character, of course, has a little bit of a strong points and weak points. Alright, that's enough of Kyle playing here. That is Captain America and the Avengers. Leave a comment, like I said, on kind of your favorite characters, or better yet, leave a comment on your favorite side-scroller beat-em-ups. Definitely always looking for some good ones. There's so many great ones out there, especially for the old-school games, NES, Sega, Super Nintendo, and and Old School Arcade had some great beat 'em ups. So comment freely, and don't forget to check out our Facebook page. Definitely want to keep the conversation going on there. And as always, everybody, stay classic. Thanks for watching, everybody, and take care. Have a good rest of the day.